Jimmy Flynn.
How are you all today? Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Bonjour, mes amis. Newfoundlander, how's she getting on, boys? It's so nice to be here. We had a wonderful day yesterday. We were in Texas. Now, this is being filmed all over, it's being shown all over North America, all over the world, actually. So, if you could just turn that camera around to those people for a second and wish everybody back in the Maritimes Merry Christmas, all right? Here we go. At the count of three. 1, 2, 3. It's always Christmas in Texas, eh? Well, we've been having a wonderful time. The people around here are something else. Last night in the hotel, this security guard was beating on my door at 12 o'clock last night. And I peeked through the door. He said, "You got a woman in there?" I said, "No." He opened the door and threw one in. But we were coming down here. I'm driving through Dartmouth, Nova Scotia in the back of a cab. So I reached up and I tapped the cab driver on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, sir, I'd like to ask you a question." He went up on the sidewalk, back down the street, shot across the street, almost hit a bus, to a parking lot, stopped that far from a plate glass window in the mall. It was real quiet. I said, "Sir, I'm awfully sorry. I didn't mean tapping you on the shoulder would cause you such a stir." He said, "Sir, it's 100% my fault." I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "This is my first day driving cab. I've been driving a hearse for 23 years. Big snow. Where the Maritimers at? We got some Maritimers here today. Where are you at? Atlantic Canada? There you go. Big snowstorm there yesterday. I phoned my brother up. I said, "How's it getting along?" He said, "The wife stared through the window all day, stared through the window." He said, "If the snowstorm gets any worse, he's going to open the door and let her back in." I see the funny thing come before we left Canada. The Irish Stampede, an old fellow, about 80 years old, pulled over on the side of the road. So the man, he walked up and said, "Excuse me, sir, the reason I pulled you over, you got no tail lights." Old guy got out, walked around the back, looked down, no tail lights, started crying. Mountie said, "Sir, it's not that bad." Old guy looked around and said, "Yeah? Where's my skidoo and trailer?" And I hate them pit bull dogs. Had a big pit bull dog come up, they jumped right on my leg and started giving her. I said, "Get away from me, you." He went, "Arr, arr." I said, "Okay, be as quick as you can." Where are the Ontario people at? Any Ontario? Wow, I was in Toronto a couple of weeks ago, like a friggin' anthill. 2.5 million people. I'm down in Yonge Street, 2 o'clock in the morning, minding my own business, eh? Up come this scantily dressed woman and said to me, "Excuse me, sir, how'd you like to sleep with me for $100? I said, "I'm not that tired, but I used the money." And this guy said to me, "Sir, I haven't eaten in 4 days." I said, "Buddy, you gotta force yourself." And why come from Newfoundland? Any Newfoundlanders here? One. Any Cape Bretoners here? Are you from Cape Breton? What part? I'm sorry? I heard you the first time, I'm just saying sorry. I love when you come from Cape Breton, little island off Nova Scotia. When you come down to the Maritimes, you got to go there, right? Great drinkers, boy. You find them down the liquor store on a Sunday morning with a straw through the keyhole. Never seen nothing like it. They walk around the dances like this. They're full. They don't want to spill any. Is he laughing? Cape Breton go to the bar, said the bartender, "Give me a double rum and coke." Bang. "Give me another double rum and coke." Bang. 14 double rum and cokes in a row. Bartender said, son, you better slow down. Cape Breton said, no, boy, you have what I got. You be drinking like this, too. I said, what do you got? He said, I got no money. Oh, they're funny. I was down there last summer. Think about this in your head. I saw these two guys working along the road. One guy was digging a hole, and the other guy was coming behind filling it in. I said, what are you boys doing? Always said we work for the city down here. We're tree planters. I digs the hole, Bill puts the tree in the ground, and John here fills it in. He said, but Bill isn't here today. It was cold in Cape Breton last Thursday. This 80-year-old man was on the front porch of his house in a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, and he's naked from the waist down. So his daughter come home from work, said, Dad, what are you doing sitting outside with no pants on? You're going to catch pneumonia. He's rocking back. Said, Dad, you're naked from the waist down. The whole neighborhood's watching. What are you doing? Well, he said, I sat out here last week when it was cold with no shirt on. And I got a stiff neck. This is your mother's idea.